Selenite, 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 selenite. I miss having my selenite piece. But yeah, this is what selenite looks like. Very, very high vibrational stone. Um, it's connected to the crown and third eye chakras. Different forms come in Satan spar, desert rose, and the gypsum flower. Selenite does not like to be stored away nor kept too long in sunlight. So if you're going to have a piece of selenite, it doesn't need to be cleansed or charged, unlike a lot of other crystals. Um, so you don't need to keep it out in the sun. But if you do wish to, I mean, you'll have some effects, but just don't keep it out too long. Um, if you're gonna like have it out in the sunlight or something, just and selenite does not like to be stored away because it carries that moon energy, so you don't want to the moon does not like to be encapsulated. um Nothing nice to be encapsulated, but selenite is here to shine, so you don't want to keep it stored away. And selenite glows in the night sky, especially if there's a full moon and there's not a lot of lights around you. Selenite, that's when it really it looks very, very beautiful. And it being connected to the crown and third eye chakras, you can use it as such. So if you need to cleanse yourself, or if you need some help with figuring out some mess in your life related to your crown and third eye chakras, or something that's seemingly out of your control or out of your reach, that's what you would get selenite for. Selenite exists as a portal between the spirit, body, and nature. Helps us to become very in tune with the past lives of our ancestors. It helps with clairvoyance and other clairs such as clairaudience and clear perception. It instills quiet, intuitive knowledge, enhances strong decision making, and brings out honesty and mental flexity. So what all this means really is it just helps you to see beneath the lines, see a little bit better, read between the lines, see the unseen. Just because something isn't seen, that doesn't mean it's not there. It just means it's unseen. If a tree, there's that old joke: if the tree falls in the middle of the forest and there's no one around, does it make a sound? Yes, it does. You just can't hear the sound. But if you were very much in tuned, like the stone would help you, you could hear a tree fall even if it's 100 miles away, or if it's on the other side of this, or the other side of the town, or the other side of the planet. You can hear quite a lot of things when you remove the 3D aspect out of it. But don't get it twisted, don't get it fucked up. The 3D is here. You came here to experience it. So while you're here, please experience it, but don't get it twisted. Don't forget that you come from a higher place, and that's what selenite is here for. And here's a lovely picture of a depiction of what a moon goddess would look like. It gets its name from the Greek goddess of the moon. I think her name was Selena or something like that. Associated with water properties, as the moon affects tides and water. So I tell people all the time, if the moon affects tides and the waves and the waters and stuff during, especially during full moon times, why wouldn't it affect us? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, it enhances our frequency to harmonize with the physical world and the planet itself and Gaia as a whole, and to it brings us closer to with the spirit world. I need to fix that. It brings us closer to the spirit world. So it being connected to the third eye and such a high vibrational stone, um, it'll, like I mentioned earlier, you came here to experience 3D, but at the same time, there's something beyond this physical that we're missing. It's not all here. In fact, I don't even think like close to 3% is here, or 5-10%. But that's just my take on it. With selenite, we balance the mind and bring us closer to environment. Like I mentioned earlier before, it's a high vibrational stone. It cleanses other materials. It cleanses other materials and doesn't need to be cleansed and charged itself. It filters out ego-based messages in the mind, and if you want to, you can comb it around your body to remove dis-ease in the body. So say you come home from a long day at work, or it's been, a long day at school, or you just been like in a very negative situation and you feel kind of icky. You take a piece of selenite and you like wipe it over the aura of your body, and over time you may not need this power. You can develop this power yourself, and you may not need the selenite. You can just do it with your hand, depending on what where you stand in your spiritual essence, where you stand in your life. And like I mentioned earlier, selenite doesn't need to be cleansed and charged itself because it's a natural purifier. And you can see right here, people will put their selenite on a big block of stone, and it'll cleanse them itself. And that's the last of my slides. Thank you for watching.